There's nothing.
Oh, hello friends. Ooh, might be a bit too loud. Might be a bit too loud. What am I plugged into? There we go, let's turn that down just a touch. Hey guys, this is what I look like. I normally do Twitch. Ooh. See, I normally do Twitch streaming, but as you can see, let's get rid of the banners. There we go. Yeah, I normally do Twitch streaming, but I thought I'd try do some YouTube streaming, because why the hell not, really? So, what I'm painting is... I put too far behind me. This is the model I've been working on for Starfield. So... And, basically, I think I want to dirty it up a little bit. I don't know what I want to do with these doors. I feel like I wanted to paint something on the side of them. That's a bit of dirt that's sort of come off on this side. That's fine, it'll be covered up later. But I feel like I want to put something on the side like those World War II planes, how they had sort of artwork or a name or something on the side. I have an Easter egg on the inside of the ship where this drops out. I'm just going to pull that out. There is an Easter egg on the inside of it. You can't really see it. I will get... you can sort of see it there. Sort of see it there. I will get some photos once the product is finished and chuck them up. I will leave that out. So, what I actually need, something I forgot, is my painter's tape from downstairs. So then I can put painter's tape over the yellow and have hazard tape. So if you guys give me a minute, I'll be back to go and get the painter's tape, please enjoy the great tones of Michael and Game Chop's Legend of Zelda and Chill soundtrack while I'm back in 2 minutes. And he's got the painter's tape. 1960s pin-up orc. It's not a bad one, eh, Des? Race downstairs. Painter's tape. So. And a pair of scissors. Always need scissors. I'm not gonna bother myself too much if the lines are off a little bit or anything like that. Hey, shrimp. Be on good behavior, please. I have been thinking about you recently. I've been thinking about you. Basically, yep. So I'm literally just putting painter's tape around the ship to do the hazard stripes that aren't going to come out that good, I don't think. Because I'm not a pro at this. Not a pro at anything, really. I suggest if you plan on using tape, get the actual miniature painter's tape. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, I'm out and about tomorrow for work, so I can pick up painter's tape. But I'm not overly too sort of fussed if the lines aren't. I just want to make sure they're not like askew, like, or massively askew. But you might be right, Shrimp. Yes, thinking about you. Thinking about you. I'm gonna do a Texas Chainsaw video at some point. Unless we go to control applying tweezers and such. Yeah, you're probably right, man. I'm gonna do a Friday 13th video. Not Friday 13th. Texas Chainsaw. And I'm gonna go back and take a look at, or go back to, sorry, Dead by Daylight at the same time as well. Get a bit of footage there because, of course, he is a killer in Dead by Daylight still. Unless they removed him, but I wouldn't think they would have removed him. Yeah, it looks like an interesting game, man. The Friday Put tape down, paint over it with the basic color, yellow egg, then paint the other color, helps provide a blend. Ooh. I was just gonna use black paint, man. Like, I was just gonna throw caution to the wind and just be like, you know what, fuck it. Rather than, like... See, like, they're obviously not sort of the same. Probably use Game Pass. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at Friday. Nightmare. No, fucking Texas Chainsaw. Jesus. I'm going to take a look at Texas Chainsaw. I have it installed. I watched Dead Meat's live stream of it. Or like a replay of their live stream of it. It looks like a game. No, that is massive crooked. That's a bit better. Alright. Cool. How are you going in the, if you print over the tape, it seals it better than color. If you pint, I assume that means print, over the tape, it seals it better, and the color you paint over the tape bleeds. So base color bleeds on base color, so then it won't bleed. Yeah, I literally just thought of throwing black contrast paint over the top of it. Like, I'm not a smart man, guys. That goes over the top of that, but I've got that. And if I'm not going to do this, I'm literally just going to dirty it the fuck up and think of a name for it. I was thinking the dog meat, because that is a that is the name of the dog in what is that? Yeah, no. Paint yellow on the yellow bleeds, then the black won't. Paint black first, then it bleeds on the yellow. But I was just going to use contrast, so would I use more contrast? Or would I use a solid paint? That's a bit better. Really about to fly me... What? Fly me so... What? Sorry, I'm exhausted. Really about to fly me so I can paint the ship. Oh, mate, you're doing, You're doing a Black Templar for me or something, eh? The Salt Marine? You're doing your own painting. That is... No. Let's put this around you. Solid paint. How's that coming along, Trip? Let's just tuck him back on himself. That doesn't matter. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes. I mean, I could try and freehand it, but I know if I freehand it, it's just not going to work well. And that's just a touch too long. I'm raiding a friend's Black Templar bits, so it's not just a marine with colored bits. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a beaky head, isn't it? Beaky head. If you got a power sword, bingo bango. Probably the two things, isn't it? 2, 3. I don't know what music I can listen to as well on a YouTube stream, so I'm sticking it with my Twitch music. I'd love to listen to some Thuis or some Queens or whatever, but I don't know if I should or can or whatever. But I am listening to some fucking fantastic music as it is already. Oh yeah, this is gonna look a bit rough, I think. What do we think, guys? Do you reckon I should... he said he would just do a quick coat of the same yellow, no over the tape, then after do black. It's... Yeah, so I'm going to do solid paint. I'll do a solid paint over the yellow, and then I'll do a black over the top of it. Yeah, the chains and the logos. Can't really add candos and the big... They've got it on the Primaris ones, but they haven't got Primaris jumpers yet. But like the back of a Primaris backpack has a spot where you can slide like the candles in when you make it. It's kind of cool. What do we think? That's got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's not gonna match, but it's hazard. It's hazard, so it doesn't need to match. You know what I mean? Doesn't overly bother me. Oh. Ian is a good bloke. You're gonna be, of course you're gonna be at PAX, aren't you? I'll see if I can get Ian along as a +1. Need to swap the chainsaw because one of them looks awkward when it's put together. Yeah. And thank you, Ian. I'm proud of the hard work I've put into this thing. But going on Shrimp's earlier message, I wish I had fucking modeling painting tape rather than this. So let's go for one right in the middle. And then that should go. No. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yes. Oh, that side's a bit scuffed. COD Modern Warfare 3 sesh with Ian at launch. Sorry, Des, I was meaning to say Ian's a mate of mine in Melbourne, and I'll see if I can get him to come hang out at one of the PAX events. There'll be a couple of those this year, I reckon. He's a mad lad. Into his cameras and stuff like that too. But also loving the Zelda tunes, considering you're not a Zelda lover. That's correct. I'm not a Zelda fan. However, Zelda has one of, if not the best gaming score, soundtracks, whatever you want to call it. Not a fan of Zelda. I respect the shit out of it. That's my thoughts on the matter. Come on, Captain You. And no, Shrimp, I'm not using tweezers. I can't be fucking getting up again. I forgot to paint his tape. I don't mind forgetting tweezers. I was listening to the Doom Eternal music today on the train. I want to murder. That is brilliant to listen to when you're at the gym. But you do have like... You feel like you're walking around like Kane from WWE. You're just walking around pissed off the whole time. It is great though. I've got a workout playlist on Spotify. And, yeah, whatever. And it's got Shawn Michaels. And when you're at the gym, you got to do your best not to walk around strutting. That's going over the top of that. And then I'll just do a shitty one around the last one. That's not going to fit. So in the bottom of that hatch, bolt latch. And around the bottom. Hey, hey, it's looking okay. Ish. I've just got the wings to do. That's it, Dudi. You're getting a base-coated mini feels amazing, man. Found a band called Cannon Fiber and it makes me want to... You're right. I've been... the Doom soundtrack's a great one to smash at the gym. Eternal's Mortal Kombat. That is not at all straight cut, so I'm just going to use you to go around the top and block this off. The Immortals. No, let's not use that one. Mortal Kombat. Great one. Dream Widow, which is the Foo Fighters metal album from their Studio 666 film. Also pretty good. Very, very metal. Yeah. Good shit. Alright. So I'm leaving the dots. I've also got to double check, go through all this and double check that I still have every bolt, because I went through and painted all the bolts on this thing. Cannon fever. Yeah, right. I was listening to a lot of Rammstein this year and then saw some of their shit and I went, oh, that's not good. Also, Shrimp, that's what I was thinking about with you. Sorry. Back to an earlier remark. The Dark Tide new update with the skill tree and shit. You're pinching in. That's what I was thinking of. Let's go back to Dark Tide. I think these ones are going to be a lot harder to do because, for starters, I've cut it with scissors rather than paper. I might leave these wings just for the time being. Or get some sword. Yeah, boy. Do I do the wings? Or do I just leave them on the flaps? Like the rudders and stuff at the back? What do you reckon? The wings would go up and down in a flight, so maybe I should. And the problem is... No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's do that for starters. Yeah. I want to get this done. Because I haven't got... Like, I've been working on my next video. But I haven't got enough footage. Well, I've got enough footage. I haven't taken my time and sat down with it properly. And like started writing and stuff like that. Like I've got, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 paragraphs, but I'm like, I could slap together a video, but I don't really want to. I want to take my time, focus on this, have a bit of fun. Water. And then go, alright, ship's done. Let's play some Starfield. Alright, that's done. Shit, I'll probably have Mortal Kombat after Starfield, if I'm honest. But I am going away in November overseas for a month, so having some background videos, or some videos in the background on the burner, that I can just make live while I'm overseas enjoying my holiday. Not a bad idea. Right. The yellow we're using is Sunset. Sunset! I did buy a new brush as well. It's around here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. No, I have got one for later, but not an early, like early one. I mean, it's not too bad. It gives me more time to focus on this and get this done. Because if I did have an earlier review code, I would not have time to put into this. You know what I mean? Alright, yeah. Oh. I don't know why. I don't like painting in my hands anymore. Call me crazy? I don't like it. So. Hopefully I'll have a new PC before launch. Yeah, I saw the, sorry, I look like a fucking penguin from Batman. You think I can do that, Batman? I saw chat in Ryan's server with you and Davo. So I'm thinking, obviously I'm not using the right shade of yellow. It's coming out a little bit differently. Which isn't bothering me too much. Because once all this is done, it will... I've got this exterior... or this, it's called an interior wash, but I'm going to use it for the outside. Just to dirty the ship up. So it will help. For those of you who watched a bit on Twitch. Which I reckon I'm just gonna stick with YouTube streaming now. Because I don't know. My main shtick's YouTube. I can do the occasional Twitch stuff here and there. Anyways, for those of you who watched a bit of the earlier painting on Twitch, when I was did a heap of interior work on the inside. Now you can't fucking see it anymore because I've put the ship together. But that interior wash that I used, not the null oil base wash, but the oh yeah, that's actually going to work quite well for this spot. The it was this wash that I used. It's behind me in my kit. It's like AK Interactive, but it looks like you've dunked a tea bag into a paint pot and then you just slushing it around and stuff. Like that's what it looks like. It's the best way to describe it. I mean, you can keep your fenders patch or whatever it is, right? Give it, doesn't Mano does a bit of streaming. Give it to Mano. He's got a Twitch account. I've seen him stream before. Put a lot of work into this ship already so far. I chatted to my mates at I'm going to chat to some of my other mates. Sorry, haven't chatted. I'm going to chat to some of my other mates. We're doing some more models for upcoming game releases. Because some of them seem to really enjoy this sort of stuff. Dude, I got to decide on what basing to do for my stuff. What are you thinking? I'm a fan of like mountain base tops. Grey, bit of snow, contrast real well if you throw like blood down, like they've just killed someone. When I was a kid and had, what was it? When I was a kid and had Chaos Space Marines, I made my own faction because that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to make them look a little bit different to normal. Like, oh, it's not just Chaos Space Marines and they're painted whatever colour. But I actually mounted their shoulder pads sideways instead of topwards, if that makes sense. And they were a Black Legion-esque in regards to like, well, the base colour was majority black, to be fair. But their shoulder pads were mounted sideways instead of normal. And the trim colour was this blood that I would make, which I would use chestnut ink, red ink, mix it with the varnish, which the Games Workshop one at the time was called Hardcoat or whatever it was. And it would make like this shiny wet blood, and that would be the trimming colour for them. And it would make it that, like, in my head canon, that when they killed something, the blood from whatever they killed was absorbed by their armour and would go into their trimming. Yeah, it looked fucking cool. Mud and barbed wire, fuck yeah. That looks sick. Do some, if you got the spare parts, the Necron glow stick things that you put in their weapons. I don't know what they're called. The green things you put in their weapons. Put that on the ground as a base, like glowing gems on the ground. Could be kind of cool. So I only did that, didn't I? Oh yeah, a bit of Krieg stuff. Krieg theming. I finished the third Horus Heresy book, and I've just got my next Amazon or Audible, what is it, token, because you get like the monthly tokens if you're on Audible. And I just picked up book 4, Flight of the Eisenstein, but like, maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, I'm like, fuck, I've got a heap of these Audible tokens. I'm just going to get some random shit. And I got the Arthas World of Warcraft or Warcraft book story. And I got a Star Wars one. Where's my Abaddon Black? That's the colour I need. My new blue, there it is. So this is Abaddon Black. So a solid black paint. Alright, are we ready to go? I'll wait a second, just make sure we're ready to go, if anyone is watching. Alright, let's do this. There is a delay, if anyone's wondering. There's like, I think, 10-20 second delay. But, oh well, who cares? Need to make the black paint thicker already because it is texture streaky, but I can throw contrast over the top, I guess. Still working on a custom Space Marine chapter. I'm thinking that's their thing, is being very religious, and they believe they need to guide the souls of the dead to the afterlife or something similar. Oh, will it just be for guiding the souls of the dead? Will it just be for their human imperial sort of allies, or it's like if they kill an elder, they're very like respectful of it or something? I did see something cool. What was it? Let's see, YouTube. It was that Warhammer YouTuber. I really like him. It was either Arbiter Ian or... Oh, it's the dude. He's... Damn it, I can picture what he looks like. He's got a beard. Is it Lawhammer? That the Grey Knights only care about Xenos. They don't care about anything else. Not Xenos, sorry. Heretics. Chaos. They don't care about anything else. So when they run into other factions, they don't fight, like other like aliens and stuff, they don't fight them, and in some instances they like respect them. And he was saying like one of the first run-ins with the Grey Knights and Eldar was that they fought off like a Slanesh homeworld. Was it Slanesh? They fought off Slanesh or something like that because they were eating... They were fighting Eldar Soulstones. Yep. Yeah, that was it. It was the Soulstones one. And it's like, once they defeated the Chaos, when Eldar was like, oh, great, get ready. We're going to have to fight these fucking things. And they just went, no. They showed them respect and they got escorted out of the system, and that was it. I was like, that's fucking cool as shit. This one's going to be a bit harder to do because the tape over the top of it. That's all right. But then there was also like, who was it that recently did that video? Was it Arbitarian or Lawhammer, or was it Major Kill? Someone did it. It might have been Major Kill. And one of them was like, yeah, they've retconned it because it was kind of stupid, but it was like Grey Knights were fighting with Sisters of Battle, and the Sisters of Battle, like, thank God reinforcements are here, and then like to protect themselves from the chaos even more, they covered themselves in like, I'll bring that down just a touch. They cover themselves in their blood or something like that for more protection. It's like, what the fuck? It's a bit stupid. Something like that. see that I've applied the tape on in an angle, and it's a bit too extreme. Yeah. You're picking up what I'm putting down. But Darktide is also coming to Xbox. It's getting a physical copy. And I'm wondering if that's going to be crossplay, because if it is, and I don't know if he's still there, but I'm going to see if Ian and his Xbox crew want to jump on and try that, because that is a fucking fun game. It's Left 4 Dead in the Warhammer 40k universe, that's all it really is. Alright. Yeah, with Game Pass, yeah. I don't know if it's available now on Xbox. I was playing some, what was that game? I reviewed it, I didn't like it. Fall Guys. I was playing some Fall Guys with them, and now that it is free on Game Pass, I'm like, okay, it is a free game on Game Pass. Like, yeah, it was not worth the $35 or whatever it was when it first came out. Yep. I'll roll a new tune if we play. Yeah, man. I was running Sharpshooter, I think, from memory. I really enjoyed that class. It's weird, though, that with that game, that's like, yeah, you still need to use your melee, and I'm like, I'm a Sharpshooter. I should literally just be guns and have nothing but a heap of guns. And I don't know much on the lore, so... But I wouldn't think you'd need to reload a las gun. They seem like a gun that doesn't need to be reloaded. Cooldown, maybe. But not reloaded. I'm gonna use my shit brush for the oils as well. No fucking way. I just bought myself a new brush. I haven't opened it up yet, it's behind me. No way in hell am I using a new brush for applying shitty, like, oils and stains and dirt and stuff. That's gonna be... And once I've applied all this Abaddon black base coat, I think I'll go over it with a contrast just to darken it up, just to make sure she's all good. It is a bit rough, it doesn't bother me. I sort of want to have this ship look like it's been sitting on a planet for fucking forever, and it is literally like pseudo a bit like the Falcon in regards to it has just been slapped together and resurrected. So I wanted to have that hunk of junk piece of shit style look to it. Everything to sort of, well, not everything, but like to have those qualities to it. And then when Starfield comes out and I review it, I'm gonna actually try and make this shit. I'll see if I can. The lines don't matter too much. Yeah, I am gonna damage it and dirty it and stuff like that, yeah. What I can do. Right, yeah. So I've got a bit of rust sort of work that I've done on it. You can't see. Oh, don't touch that. So I've done all these like black spots, which I'll paint up. I don't know about the door, whether to keep that white or to paint that black. That I'm not too sure about. And then I have that like little extra turret thing to put on here. Again, not overly concerned about that. I can start working on that now, I guess. If Ryan's set on white scars, I'm giving him Deathwatch. Yeah, Deathwatch white scars would be kind of cool, I reckon. Alrighty. The fuck did I put that instruction book for this thing? I had two plastic pieces when we were putting this together, which I don't know what the fuck they're for. Which, mind you, I could actually probably do a bit of that work now, couldn't I? Because I'm not going to glue the cockpit on, because if you do, you lose all that detail that I've just put into it. I painted the shit out of the inside of that. I want people to be able to see that. So we've still got the white paint, which will match that. That's fine. What do I paint these Aquillas? We've got Starfield red, we've got the yellow and orange and the blue. So maybe I just paint them gold, or maybe I silver them and then rust them up. What do we reckon? Not too sure. Not too sure. I do need to do the silver around that, eh? The door on the front silver rusted, so you reckon make that, dry brush this, whoops, dry brush that and make that a silver rusted door, and then have some more. Not a bad idea, Shrimp. I like that, because I've got the back door. I've got the back door that I could do the same with as well. Like silver rust. I do have, I think I still have it. I don't know if I've used it much, if I'm honest, but I've got like that blue oxidized sort of color for rust. So I could do that. Basically overloading my brush here. Just to fill that little spot in. Like it's starting to rust. So hang on, let me get... I do have That's not fucking rust. Right, I got riser rust. I got the oxidized to go with it. That's gold. Castellate bronze, which is a lighter bronze. I have another bronze. And then wall block bronze. So, even for this backdoor part, right? So that's the inside of it. Silver, normal, dry brush. I'll put probably some dirt or something on it. But I reckon we dry brush it this really dark bronze color, right? Dry brush it like that, then do a lighter dry brush over the top, and then this rust sort of around the edges on the higher points to make it look rusted. Then we oxidize it. And I could potentially do that with the legs, because the legs are dry brush silver, to make that look rusted out, and I could do it with it. Yeah, let's fucking do that. I'm quite happy with your suggestion for these engines. They look kind of fucking cool. But let's dry brush. Alright, shitty Green Lantern towel that I've had for fucking ever. Close that for a second. Don't need to use that right now. You wouldn't use the oxidize. Oh, okay. We've got warp block bronze, the darkest bronze, or the old bronze. Alright, so the warp block is really dark. The Castellate bronze is a bit lighter, like a bronze metal sort of styling. I feel like something just vibrated somewhere. Then I've got the actual orange for the rust. Then the oxidization for the rust. So I used a bit of gold for the tips of the engines. That's gold. So I could just light dry brush sort of a bit of rust around, I reckon. Because it is going to get stained over the top of it to make it look old. I might put some grass tufts and like glue them underneath here to make it look like shit's been growing on it. A bit of moss and stuff. That needs to be touched up. Castellate bronze. Let's go with this wall block. I reckon I want to try that out. Give that a crack. Where would we get a lot of rust? I feel like you'd get a lot of rust underneath. Where water and stuff would hold and retain itself. More rust underneath kind of look. Okay. There we go. Or maybe I'm just going to move this out of the way just a touch, eh? I'm chucking everything in that corner. Rust on the base of the feet too. Yeah. I do want to make this ship look like it's been forgotten about. Sort of like, I want to paint like a visual picture, if you will. Sort of like a dude crash landed on a planet, or found himself stuck on a planet, however that may have happened. He found this junker, restored it, and that's his escape. And that's sort of the story I want to tell with it, if that makes sense. What block bronze? Yeah, it's a dark bronze. Make sure I have none on my hands before I pick this thing up. But I want to put all the rust sort of on the bottom. I don't want to coat the rust on the top as much. And there will be engine oil that I can put over the top of it as well, because the engine oil gives it that wet sort of look. Speaking of Darktide, rust the bottom of these things up a bit. I do need to do the black on the other feet, because the other feet are white. Rightio. Put a bit of rust over the top, but not too much. Well, if I do rust on the top, I want the brighter rust to be on the bottom. Should add some plasticard joints. The stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended. Ah, that's fine. Missing thruster blades. Ooh. I mean, if I thought about it, I could have just fucking gotten a bit of a soldering iron, put some fucking bullet holes and stuff like that into it. Let me know if you are still watching as well, Shrimp. If the sound cuts out or something, or if something goes wrong with the stream. It is my first YouTube stream. Or if it's all going well, it's all going well. Why the fuck do I have a heap of white on my hands? It's from me holding that. Right, okay. Got a bit of white on my hands. this rust. Doesn't matter, not too much, but just... It's not really... It's not really going on that. That's right. Right. Castellac bronze time. Not too sure how much longer I'll be on. Not well at the moment, pretty tired. No stress, man. If you gotta bounce, you gotta bounce. Is it at least... Is the stream, like, health quality, I assume, fine? I'm hoping it's fine. Because, yeah, I feel like sticking with this. Because in that way, if I stream, rather than going on Twitch and anyone who is... I don't think there are many people, but anyone who is wondering where the hell's my next video content or whatever it is, and go, oh shit, alright, cool, he's streaming. Rather than jumping onto Twitch, that I don't really promote on my YouTube channel, if I'm honest. Going, where the hell's he been? Ah, he's been here. Here I am, people. The rust is coming out well enough. Let's get these legs rusted up. I remember I bought these paints because I wanted to do Necrons, and I bought a little box of Necrons to do rusted Necrons. Stream's fine, no wishes to make thanks, my dude. I don't think I should rust up these little engine parts. What do you think, Shrimp? If I'm rusting up the main engine and the legs, do I rust up the little sort of thrusters? It's a little bit of surface rust. Side for a second. Yeah, I'm getting white transfers on my hand. Don't like that. Oh wait, this is a dry paint. It won't shake. Decent amount, a little fine as is, bro. Sweet. This little orange that I'm putting on for this rust, I'm not caking it on, I'm just sort of dab dusting, if you will. Sort of like a bit of like dusting for fingerprints. And it's coming out alright. Because there is this Riser rust paint that you can get that fucking sells out everywhere, at least that I can find in Melbourne. And it's literally just, you paint something silver, you chuck a coat of this thing on. If you want it to rust up more, you just add water to it while it's wet. Leave it alone. Bingo. Rusted. And I wouldn't mind getting some of that. Not much. Much rust on the surface. I want more rust on the bottom, but I still just want to put. Rust up these legs. Sweet. Alright. Let's get this rust off. Alright, we need to... add some white to this or some grey to it, or maybe I'll black that for the frame. Right. The ship can sit to the side for a moment. Yeah, you too, easy man. You're all good, dude. I'll chat to you later, homie. The video should still be up on the channel, so it is there for you later. Should you want to take a look? Because this is YouTube, baby. Should have painted this little thing before gluing it in. I have no idea what the fuck this is. That is going to be a bitch to get. That's how we do it. Sweet. Problem is, can't see my paintbrush half the time. Especially when I have black bloody gloves on. Ugh. That's done. Some of these are fucking scuffed. Lesson is never try. I'm gonna stick it in my damn gloves. These will be dirtied up as well, so that will help at least. Tried to do hazard tape. Didn't really come out too well, did it? Look how scuffed that looks. Thank God I didn't do it on the whole bloody thing. Too much tape? All right. It kind of worked. It kind of didn't. I'm just hoping when I dirty it up, it will look better. Speaking of which. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fucker. Hey, hey, Vanilla Gorilla and Grubby Insights. What's cracking? Just doing some painting. I normally do, it is YouTube stream. I normally do Twitch, as Vanilla Gorilla knows. But, I thought, you know, I haven't done a video on YouTube for about 2 weeks now. I've been working on this for the past 2 weeks, as you can tell, or as you might be able to tell, sorry. And I wanted to get this done before Starfield comes out, so I review Starfield. So I wanted to get this done. Tonight's stream, I've done these hazard tape signs, which I think look a bit shit. Which I might try and... I reckon I'll leave them because I'll just dirty them all up anyways when I put that wash over it, which will make it a bit nicer. But thanks, dude. I'm getting there with it. I just want to make sure it's getting towards the tail end now. So once this is done, it'll go to its new owners. But then I've got a video I'm working on at the moment. I haven't recorded my script. I've written a lot of it. I might play some more of that and stream it on the channel maybe, and then use that as my next video review. Maybe. I'm also going overseas for 3.5, 4 weeks in November, so maybe I'll leave that video for like another time. I've added some rust under the engine. That's where all this orange has come from. So now that the silver's done, actually, let me just get a bit more of this silver. Just give it a bit of a paint scratch sort of style thing. Imperfections on it. So paint scratches. I don't know if I want a lot of silver, or if I want a lot of white, because maybe like it's base coated underneath white. Alright, and that's my black paint, which is basically dead. Oh. Are you doing a stream tonight there, VG? And Grubby Insights? Hope you're enjoying your Monday night, or your Sunday, or whatever it is you're doing. I don't add too much. This shit's a bit too powerful for my liking. Not there. Just been working on capturing more footage for next video. Was wondering why I didn't see this go off on Twitch, and then I saw this. Aha. Yeah, I thought I'd give YouTube a try. I've been meaning to try it for a little while. Cause like my main shit's YouTube, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, playing video games, telling anyone who's interested what said thoughts on games are. Starfield's coming out soon. I'm keen on Starfield, and I'm painting this ship up and sending it to my friends at Bethesda, Australia. And then before you know it, I'll be playing Starfield, saying what I like about it, what I don't like about it, whatever it is. Find some of this oxidization sort of style colors. It's really powerful shit there. And I'm listening to the Days Gone soundtrack. I mean, it's up to you. You started on Twitch, VG, so stick with Twitch. I started on YouTube and then did some streaming on Twitch, so you started on the Twitch. Twitch is where you started, man. It's up to you. I am contemplating going back to World. I did install Baldur's Gate. I haven't played it yet. I have just fucked around with the character creation. Yeah, that's looking pretty fucking cool. I've fucked around with the character creation. But I'm still contemplating going back to World of Warcraft. Yeah, the character creation is nuts. There is more of a. I've set up more of a delay for Twitch, for YouTube over Twitch, just in case you're wondering why I'm not responding to things straight away. I'm just going to add some more of this oxidization to the rust. I just don't want to overkill it because it's fucking, bright blue. does dry a bit nicer, but yeah. Like turn-based, like I thought it would suck. Didn't you play Baldur's Gate on... Was it your PlayStation 2? You had Baldur's Gate? Never played it as a tabletop, and remember you telling me units can only move X amount of space and can attack. Yeah, 40k can only move X amount of space. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. But I thought you had Baldur's Gate 2. You had something on your PlayStation. Was it Baldur's Gate? I remember the front cover. It was like a guy lifting an axe into a sunset. Is that Baldur's Gate? There's something on your PlayStation, and you started in a dungeon, and you hacked up spiders in the dungeon until you got outside. Rah 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 rah. Boulder Gate. Ah, fuck off. I thought they were the same thing. Oh, it was Baldur's Gate 2. But wasn't that playing like a Diablo style game, not a turn-based? It did. Uh-huh. Alrighty. No, I think it's time for. No, I gotta do the I gotta do that fucking outside of that ship part before I do anything. Alright, that's on. So 98, 91, 97. This 98. 98. Yes. Right. That's 98. This is 97. I feel like it's on this thing. It's a fucking black rod. Yep, there it is. I didn't grey sear, I white primed. Alright, so you go over the top like that, and then you go over the top like that, it looks like. So I don't need to overly worry about painting much of this bottom. Because it will just spin lock into this, does it? You go into that, you go into that. Just having a bit of a fluff about. Do you spin? No, you don't spin. So how the hell do you go into this? And then do you turn? No, it doesn't turn. Interesting. So how the hell does that face forward? you got to go into that. Oh no, you might turn. Right. Let's take that out. Let's take this out. Oh my god, that's not gonna fucking come out now, is it? There we go. Glue lock. No, it's just... It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, Best Garlic and Grey can do it. Best Garlic and Grey can do the job. Just to slap some paint on the bottom of this. Nothing too fancy. You know what? Where'd you go? New brush time. Whoa. And that brush was fucking stab firm. It's quite nice though. Alright. I'll leave that. Where's my cockpit? My cockpit's an ugly wash over the top of it. This brush is like butter. Ooh, I'm going back to that shop to buy more of these. This is absolute heaven. This has got to be one of the best brushes I've ever used. That just went on absolutely fucking perfectly. That was brilliant. Get that just there. Rightio, so I don't need to worry too much, but I will. I have to wait for that to dry. No, wait, hang on. It's just one. Oh, fuck you, you're the ugly one. Because I feel like I'm going to knock you over. Let's just give it a quick, shitty white dry brush. Nothing fancy. Right. Make sure there's nothing else that I need to There's a couple of white spots like here on the ship. Doesn't really do much. Alrighty, friends. Let's just try. I want to get this ship done by the end of this week. Might be a hard stretch, a hard task. But that mud, I reckon, is gonna help. Alrighty. Whoop. Cool. All right. Now, basically, for anyone wondering, I'm going to start putting together the top cockpit part of the ship. So then, once that's in and locked in, I can start staining the shit out of it. Alrighty. That's right, this thing needs to be fixed or replaced or whatever. Touch of glue. On his head goes. Now, when it comes to how do you put him in? And he just goes in that seat, obviously. That seat that is dry. Sweet. Anyone wondering or watching, this is the Days Gone soundtrack, and it is a fucking banger. And then what? He just has an arm forward. Does it go into anything, or what? I don't think so, which is kind of stupid. Why does he have an arm? Right, and they're the last pieces anyways. Alright, cool. Let's get rid of the top of that. Now, it doesn't really matter what colour I paint him, does it? What is it? There it is. Doesn't really matter what colour I paint him because you're not really going to see him. And this dude, I don't care if he's glued behind his cockpit. Like, the main cockpit for the ship, I spent a lot of time painting that. And I'm kind of annoyed that if you just glue the cockpit over the top, you don't see any of it. we go. I'll just slap some shitty paint on his arm. Get off my fucking hand. Not caring too much, because you're not really going to see it anyways, but... Alrighty. Yep. Starting to bloody smell a wee bit. I reckon I might use this blue colour for when I do this Dark Elder. Where am I up to? I'm not going to spend too much time on this guy because you won't fucking see him. Alrighty. Oh. Sweet. So, yeah. Where's the glue going? On this side, eh? Oh no. Let's take it out then. That's alright. One time I'm happy that the glue didn't set, I guess. Ah, come on. Right. Alright, my friends, it might be time to get close to wrap this up, but I want to get this piece of this cockpit done. So next is 99, which I already see. And then the glass canopy. Right, and then 95 and 96, so glass canopy. Where's my other brush? See my big brush. Okay, I feel like I've just lost a brush. Aha, it's in my lap. And with that, I'm back, baby. Went to bake some scones. All right, bringing some into the office. I'm literally just shading the crap out of this little cockpit piece. Right. So then, what is it? You missed, I will be on Friday if I'm in. I should be on Friday. The hazard tape came off. I'm not overly happy with how it looks. I'm hoping that when I dirty the ship up, it will make it look better. I did add some rust, as you can see, to the engines and to the feet. So I did that. I did the silver on the wings. Yeah, rusted engines, a couple of layers of different sort of and oxidized, so you can see like a little bit of that like blue that you get the top of Federation's Flinders Street Station, like that oxidization sort of thing. I did like little touches of that. Oh, what fucking way do you go? This way? Is it this way? Or is it this way? Whoop! Or do you go over the top? You do not go over the top. So you must have to go in this way then, which is kind of stupid. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I'm happy with the rust. It looks good. There we go. Cockpit glass is in, and then it's 95 on that side, 96 on this side. 95. Does it really need the actual fucking frame around the cockpit though? Because that just goes over the top. I might not worry about putting that over the top. However, should someone go, how much detail did Dudi put in? Or whatnot. The dude has a red dot on his cervical eye. It's like the Borg eye sort of style thing. Alrighty. I'll try and zoom the camera in a little bit because I am a little bit far out, I feel. Oh no, I'm still 30 out, but I don't know if the camera's really going to bring it up. I'll take some better photos, I'll put them up on the Twitter and all that sort of stuff like that, but that's looking pretty good. I don't think I'm going to fuck around with the framing around the canopy, around the glass. I think it looks kind of stupid, so I'm choosing not to. He's forever now locked inside of his cockpit. So that's done, I'm not fucking around with that. I'm feeling the laser guns, 89, 87. Yep. Okay, now we can listen to it. Yeah, boy. Gotta get glue down the fucking sides of them as well. Ah! Don't you dare glue my fingers. Oh, alrighty. We're nearly done in regards to construction. I just need to put these guns on. Paint up the guns. Which will just be a lot of... Man, I wonder if they're spray painted black, it'd be a lot fucking easier, but... They're not. I mean, I can take them outside and spray paint them. too hard, I wouldn't think. Alrighty. Stop attaching yourself to the bloody things. Alright. Alright. I feel like I could take these outside, give them a quick spray black to get them ready to go. And then you glue them into that. Too shabby. Question is, what does the ship have? Ship's got all those guns. Cool. I think it's coming together. I think it's coming together. Let's put this back on. I wish I had a lighter so I could burn the inside of this glue so then I could actually use the applicator. I'll probably just end up buying myself another glue kit. Right. Oh. So what can I do with these guns? I could cover them in black contrast paint. Or I could just paint them. Which shouldn't take me too long to do. This paintbrush, this is one of the best paintbrushes I've ever used. Probably the best paintbrush I've ever used. It just, everything feels like a knife's edge on it. And it applies things just so well. This brush is fucking wicked. I love this brush. Alrighty. From that, what do we reckon? What do we reckon? That's on the inside. So that's vents. Outside. Fuck, now I'm just trying to think of colours. This thing, I could just use the base colours. You shouldn't freak out too much because they'll be. That's just fucking. I need some more Black Templar. Yeah. No, stay open, please. And don't flip. That'd be nice too. I don't want to go too high up the brush. It's going to start going up too high up the brush. I'm going to pull out the ship brush and you can just get slapped on with the ship brush. Yeah, I'm going to use the ship brush. Where do I put the cap for this? That brush is beautiful. However, if I can grab it, I have this brush for a reason. I'm sorry to say, it is the ugly duckling. But it's got a good fucking purpose. And it will come in handy later for when I have to stain the ship. Because this is going to stain it well. Stop sticking to my fingers. Let's take one off. My wife keeps watching things, I think, on Amazon Prime. So I just got charged $6. No. Right. My question is now, do I dabble on some of this black contrast paint onto the ship just to make it some paint scratches and stuff, or nah? Sure, I've got nothing on my fucking hands. Because I could just go and just dabble on like paint scratches and stuff, because you'd have paint scratch under the wear, wouldn't you? Just saw payment on your watch. Did my watch come up on stream, did it? I thought it was someone messaging me or like something, but no. So I'm just trying to add some paint scuffs. I feel like if I make some larger ones, like this, around the bottom of the ship. This is taking a lot longer than I actually thought it would as well. I thought I'd have a lot of work done on this part of the stream, but apparently not. I want to get this done this week though. So after gym tomorrow, I might be back doing some more. I feel like this texture is working. I could be wrong, but I feel like it is working. Let's chuck a heap of it around here. Oh, I'm happy I pulled my watch away from that. Good thing it doesn't come up with your name as well. It comes up with your nickname on my phone. He tried. You wouldn't have much paint scuff damage on the back end of it, but you would have it where if you're flying, so if you're coming towards anything that would catch it that way. So you'd have it sort of spot marks. I saw the message. I looked at my watch that way on the side. I saw what you did. That looks like an air vent. I should paint on the back of this. Alright, I'm going to get ready to wrap up stream. But I'm enjoying the YouTube painting over the Twitch painting, so I reckon I might stick with the tubes for a little bit. Just makes it a bit easier. Everyone's got YouTube on their phone, sort of style thing. I know when I'd make polls up on the channel like, hey, do you want to see Twitch streaming? Do you want to see YouTube streaming? People always said YouTube streaming over the Twitch streaming, or they'd say both. Just throwing some of this, like, I like this grey for the vents. Just like a bit more like puddle of it sort of in the back. And yeah, I see what you're doing. I see my watch. Rightio, guys. I'll slide this over the top just to give a bit of perspective. There's the ship. It's coming together. I like this dirt that I've done on the side. I reckon I might do a bit more of it. I might use some silver paint in the heavy sort of scratched areas just to make like what I've done here is have the sort of the metal under the paint. So I reckon I might keep doing that. Might do it out. Yeah, the weathering that I'm going to do is going to be the dead end of it. So it's going to be the last piece. If I take this off, might be able to see, not really, but on the inside of the guts, oh there you go. That's sort of the weathering I did on the inside. I painted television screens, I painted seats, I put Chippy McShipface on the inside. It's coming together. But I mean, I don't know how I feel about the hazard tape, but like, just as a quick look around, it looks fine. But yeah, you can see some of the tape isn't even or level or this or that, so oh well. Dirty the crap out of it. But yeah, there we go. And then when you put this over the top, I'll weather this up as well just to make it look a bit more non-fresh. I'll put some more dirt. I'll glue some grass to it, so grass is actually growing off it, all that sort of stuff like that. But hey, look, it's my first stream on YouTube. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I just kept in the same thing I always do. Hang out, paint, all that sort of stuff. I'll move it over to... So I'll move over to this as I wrap up. Thanks to everyone who did come along and hang out. I can see there was about maybe 28 odd people or so who came and hung out. Dude, thanks for everyone who hung out. If you do want to see some more streams, whether it's painting or I used to do gaming streams on Twitch of games that I could stream that didn't have embargoes and all that sort of shit like that. If you do want to see more of that, please let me know. Comments, hit me up on Twitter, shit, however you want to contact me in some regards. If you want me to do streaming on YouTube over Twitch, it's literally a change of a setting for me in this OBS system. So yeah, dude, if you have any questions, if anyone wants to see more finished products, all that sort of stuff like that, or have any recommendations for models for future game releases, anything like that, sing out. And always, hang on, how do I do it? There we go. Always remember, play with each other.